and wait for him there if that's where he's going to end up.
And Ileana, usually all of these things are just things that are in the toolbox that law enforcement officials will do. They'll run down any piece of information they can to follow through to try to figure out who it is, what they're thinking, what they're dealing with, how dangerous is this person, and all those factors they are trained to put together so that they know exactly how to handle this.
Yeah, absolutely. All of these officers are highly trained. And I was actually just looking at the light there because we were going by what the airship was saying was the last location, which was Washington at San Pedro. They said he's waiting for the light, but I actually can't point him out. So he may be further back in traffic here, but you see the night sun there. They're kind of focusing their attention there. But I am hearing that Aero is continuing their surveillance, but in terms of where they have their night sun, that doesn't appear to be the vehicle. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
It does not. And, you know, it's probably exactly what he was looking to do at one point, to blend in with traffic. I mean, there are so many SUVs of that color on the freeways on Surface Street. He may have been successful at this point.
We'll have to wait and see what they decided. They can find the driver and the vehicle, but to tell you the truth, everything kind of looked the same there. There were a lot of black vehicles of about the same size that were all stopped in that area. So we'll have to see what we can find out now. But just to let you know, this is a burglary suspect that they have been in pursuit of. They've been in a monitoring type situation because of the speeds and the erratic driving. They didn't want to egg this person on. They wanted to see if they would slow down and drive in a more careful way to protect the public and then try to bring it all to an end somehow later. But now it appears that we are searching for the driver. And Colleen, you may be absolutely right.
Hey.
Maybe they were trying to blend in and were successful.
We can't tell you it's been going on at least 30 minutes here. It started in the Walnut Division, and he's been pretty much on the freeways, the 10 freeway. He's off in the downtown area right now. And Ileana, has the chopper, is that a sheriff's chopper right there? Have they been able to locate him?
Yeah, so that was the sheriff's helicopter that was over this pursuit. And again, we were in tracking mode, so no ground units were behind it. It was just the airship. And I was basically just following along on the scanner based off of the location that the airship thought the car was at. And as I was looking at the intersection there of Washington and I want to say it was Soto, I couldn't find a car that looked like the one that we had been
Lost
following.
all stars.
But the airship had the night sun
mic
on
work.
it, but
There we go again.
to my eyes at least, it did not look like the right vehicle. And so what we're hearing now is that, in fact, the airship did lose sight of that car.
Oh, he's
right
gone.
at the intersection there when the vehicle, right after it went under the freeway, right under the 10 freeway was when he lost sight of it. And then it appeared that he had his night sun on the incorrect car. So at this point, the airship is going to continue to orbit the area, try to locate that car, and then we'll be able to rejoin this pursuit when, in fact, they do locate that vehicle.
Damn.
And you see just how quickly it can happen. We were all watching the same picture there. We all focused on the same thing and all of a sudden realized that perhaps we were looking at the wrong vehicles down there.
All right. Well, Ileana, thank you so much. And we'll get back with you if we hear anything or see anything from the Sheriff's Department. Right now, we're going to check in with meteorologist Melissa McGee.
Someone said every time I cover pursuits, I was watching it for a second, right? And I was like, oh shit, this actually looks kind of good. Because it looked pretty interesting. I was looking at it, I was like, oh, this looks kind of good. But I was cleaning, like I'm getting rid of all this stuff because, you know, the movie's coming soon. I was getting rid of all this electronical stuff. And so, let me see, I see another feed. And so I kept seeing this thing. I'm like, you know what, let me come on. But these chases usually don't last that long. Let me see what they're saying here. I have 2 videos that's ready for you guys, by the way. I have 2 videos ready, but I'm waiting for YouTube. I'm trying to wait for approval because, you know, trying to get the monetization. So I was trying to wait. Let me see if it's monetized yet. Might have to wait till tomorrow. Yeah, yesterday, one of them monetized super fast. I was surprised. Today, it's taking longer. Let me see what they say here. They're saying anything. They lost homeboy. This was going on earlier. Yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm going to stay in Florida. It's going to be like 5 minutes away. But it's going to be new internet, better internet. And we're going to be popping a bottle once I'm out. Once I'm out of this bit. Yeah, I can't believe that shit, yo. Every time it's a dud now when I come on. Jasmine said ABC7 too. Let me see. Déjame mirar a ver lo que está pasando aquí, okay? Porque yeah, I lost it. I was gonna try to be cool, but I lost it. Phoenix 10, Eyewitness. So it's a wrap. Cops are taking L's lately. A lot of L's. So what? He lost him under the underpass? Is that what happened? Damn. They'll be done with Comcast. Onto fiber optic internet. Yo, that motorcycle thing. What happened with that? I saw that. Was he was doing, like, he was speeding, or was it the person that ran into him that was in the wrong? Who was in the wrong with that motorcycle?
I'm sorry, say it again. Downtown LA.
They lost this dude. Somebody said Lena update. I have to check. I think something came out, but nothing. They released a new picture for Lena.
Whereabouts? Oh, the police lights? Let's try the south side.
There really hasn't been anything significant though, besides them calling off the Amber Alert, which is like sus to me. You know, I don't know if they know something more than we know. Sasha, what's up? Good evening, Mel, and thanks to the great mods. Thanks. I guess I probably won't keep this up, this stream. I'm gonna let it ride a little bit and see if they find this guy. They got the spotlights out there too.
Copy that. Okay.
Painting services by Steve. What's up, man? I remember you. I've seen you before, I think, during the Gabby stuff. Cool fail, LOL. Yep. Again, man, I guess you really have to jump on this stuff, bro. Like when it happens, like instantly, you got to drop everything you're doing, just run. Oh yeah, there was a triple shooting, huh? Let me take a look at that. I keep too many windows open. Triple shooting. Texas. Oh no, that's old story.
Copy that. That might be it right there.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Did they catch him? No.
Is that it? Yeah? Oh, yeah. There it is.
Oh. Hey!
Somebody messaged me and said that we have video of two people walking away from it after he came under the overpass.
Bro, some real GTA shit right there. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Yep.
We can take a look at some other stuff too, I guess. Yeah, after this, we'll spend at least a couple of minutes or something. Especially since I'm still waiting on these videos to drop. I guess tomorrow I'm going to have extra content then. So they just walked up. That's a new thing, because I remember one of the recent chases, I thought the guy went under the underpass and that was it. They just lost him. Or he did like a U-turn or something under the underpass. They didn't realize they did a U-turn. They just lost him. I think these guys, whoever it was, drove. They drove there, they parked, and then dipped out, walked off like normal. And I think the helicopter thought it was a different vehicle that was going. Oh, they stopped the landfill search? Oh my god. I think that landfill search for Heidi Plank started way too late, man. I mean, but still, I don't know. I would think that, because I thought they could track, but maybe if it's been a certain amount of time, they know exactly which part of the landfill certain trash comes from, like the different locations. I thought they knew that.
David, that savvy suspect dumping the vehicle underneath the 10 freeway overpass right there,
I thought he was under
walking
I thought they were
away
going to say he's under that
after
thing.
a high-speed and dangerous pursuit. We've
That would have
got
been dope if he was
lots
under
of video to show you
under
as
the
we
tarp.
followed the suspect from the San Gabriel Valley through the streets of El Monte onto the 10 freeway where the suspect was doing speeds in excess of 110 miles per hour. LA County Sheriff barely able to keep up. They basically put this into surveillance mode, followed him with the helicopter all the way into downtown LA, where there is now a manhunt underway for that suspect, a burglary suspect who has walked away from that Mercedes SUV you see right there underneath the overpass. You can see police closing down that street, but it appears that the driver has walked away from the scene after losing police. It happens every so often, and this was one of those situations where despite all of the tools at their disposal, that vehicle is still transmitting a signal, but there is nobody inside of it, and the driver appears to have gotten away. Reporting live from Air 7 HD, I'm Chris Christie, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Who's coming to you? Man. On for the shenanigans. Krista, what's up? Thank you for the members chat. He gone. Gone. Long gone. We can't laugh or smile too much. Anytime we have a fun stream, people unsubscribe. So we got to be serious, monotone, don't smile. Just sit there in silence. Carly, thank you so much for the super chat. The tent standoff, no. Did you guys hear about that whole monkey thing the other day where there was like 100 monkeys in his truck and his truck crashed? The thing was in Pennsylvania. Oh, no, don't tell me he's in the tent. Tell me he's in the tent. I told you. Is he in the tent? Nah, he can't be in there, is he? That would have been dope, man. I would have done it in plain sight. I would have been hiding right there in plain sight. Alyssa says, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Please cover Michael Vaughn's story, missing child, Idaho, presumed kidnapped. Mom is desperate. I actually covered that story when it first came out. I've been meaning to kind of do an update on it.
At some point, I'd be curious to roll back the tape. Did you see nothing? Nobody walking?
Jasmine was saying there's supposed to be something tomorrow. I think about that. I was thinking of doing an update. That story at first upset me a little bit because they stopped giving updates and like there wasn't really any coverage. Not coverage, but like they just weren't telling the public anything. And nobody was talking. The mother, the father. I know the mother has talked now, but I feel like they let the story die. And so that kind of frustrated me. But I mean, I'm glad now that I think recently they put out some stuff. I think pictures and stuff like that. I mean, this stuff should have been done a long time ago. I mean, the overall goal, of course, is to bring attention to the story. But I remember that story because it frustrated me. But I do want to do an update on that, kind of rehash, revisit, do a little refresher. MH, thank you for the super chat. No smiling. So this pencil.
They did take us.
I'll tell you guys.
I think we're clear.
I have a couple clips.
Hey, Michael, you up? Copy that. All right, we are clear. We are clear.
That would have been dope. Hiding right in the little tents. Or in a porta potty. Looks like there might be a porta potty there too. Damn. Big city, man. It's probably a wrap for it with that because all they got to do is just blend in, hide somewhere. I feel like I'm seeing a lot more people get away. A lot more. Skid Row. Oh, yeah. I used to watch this guy. Well, there's the guy, the big YouTuber, damn, I forgot the guy's name. Legend, where he interviews like the homeless people and people that are going through a tough time. Let me check if there's any other feed, and then we can talk about monkeys. 100 monkeys. Backup content. do a quick little. There's this YouTuber that reached out to me too. He's been wanting me to use his content. He's like, "Oh, whenever you want to use my content, use it." He's trying to, like, grow his channel, but I'm weary of using people's content because you never know. People want to switch up. You know what I'm saying? Not that person would, but you just never know, man. I don't want those kind of problems. Okay. So let's switch it up real quick. Hopefully I still have the windows up of the monkey situation. The monkey. Monkey. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it was interesting at first. There was this truck in Pennsylvania that crashed, right? And it had like 100 monkeys, man. 100 monkeys. Crash! Boosh! Crates everywhere. Doing the sound effects. Crates everywhere, right? And this lady apparently is there, and she sees this, and she's like, "Oh my God, like, let me help out. Let me go do something." And these are monkeys from Africa. They're lab monkeys. God knows what they put in these monkeys or kind of test. Apparently, too, I read one of the articles that PETA's upset. You know, PETA, the animal company, they're pissed. And they were on their way to some other lab or whatever. And so the lady walks up to the monkey, or she supposedly said that somebody told her it was cats in the crates. I don't know, man. So she walks up to the crates. She's like, "Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty." She puts her hand inside, and then she says that this monkey out of nowhere just like hisses at her and shit. I have a couple of clips we could check out. I couldn't believe the story, but I think it was only like 3 escaped monkeys. I think the other ones were in the crates, and they found the rest of the monkeys. I thought it would have been dope though if like one escaped and never came back and like was just gone, and now like there was like this infestation or something, virus.
This guy tells me, he goes, "Oh, he's hauling cats." I'm like, "Oh." So I go over to look in the crate, and there's this green cloth over it, so I peel it back, I stick my finger in there and go, "Kitty, kitty," and it pops it up, and it's a monkey.
State police say the truck was carrying about 100 lab monkeys. 4 of them got out of their crates and ran away. Fallon saw one running into the woods.
We seen one run across it. They thought it looked like a small cat. It did look like a cat. They were small.
State police and Pennsylvania game wardens began combing the woods off of Route 54 in search of the monkeys, receiving aerial support from
Monkey! There was a bunch of different conspiracy theories going on too. People talking about what's in the monkeys, what kind of testing's going on.
A state police helicopter with thermal cameras. After several hours of searching, investigators spotted at least one monkey. They shared this photo showing the creature high in a tree perched on a branch. But a short time later, investigators fired 3 shots. Crews left the scene soon after. Troopers did not comment on the nature of the weapon used or how many monkeys were captured or injured. State police warned the public some monkeys are still at large and should not be
I think they're all caught now, though.
Approached. Fallon says it's a day she'll never forget.
I've never thought I'd ever see a monkey in Danville.
So this lady ends up getting sick. They said pink eye. Something. Oh, Lord. Excuse me. It's just my virus acting up. My bad. Canceled. 5 subs gone. She went on Inside Edition as well. She had several Facebook posts. Let me see what happened. What's going on with Michelle? I don't think people should tease her or anything like that. I thought it was kind of. Oops. I thought it was kind of funny. I mean, I don't know. Hey, kitty, kitty. But she had some posts explaining the whole situation and that she was she had I don't know if she said a little fever or something like that. But anyway, she went on Inside Edition. This was the Inside Edition clip.
Breaking news was one of a kind. A truck transporting 100 monkeys to a CDC research lab.
Oh, she had to get rabies shots too. That's true. Bro, if this happens in front of me, I'm in my car, I'm not getting out to examine the crates. I mean, maybe I'll just sit there. Maybe I'll pull out my camera. But I'm not getting out to go open crates.
On the interstate highway.
And it says animals.
In rural Pennsylvania are asking residents to look out for monkeys on the loose.
It even caught the attention of the late night comics.
The impending disaster we all worried about this weekend has been resolved. because all monkeys have been accounted for after a truck with 100 monkeys crashed.
But this Good Samaritan, Michelle Fallon, doesn't think it's funny. She came across the scene and did what she could to help out, and now she really regrets it.
I get my face and I put it right up to the crate because it had like chicken coop wire going around it. And at that point, this monkey pops up and just hisses at me.
The result was this, a possible case of conjunctivitis, commonly known as pink eye. The 100 macaque monkeys came from the African island nation of Mauritius. They were flown to JFK
MB said she would have ran him over.
Airport in New York and were on the way to a CDC
my bad,
quarantine facility when the truck collided with another vehicle, sending all those monkey crates spilling out. Michelle tells me she actually had an open cut at the time the monkey hissed in her face. She went to her doctor afterwards and is now being treated with rabies vaccine and antivirals as a precaution. Some are comparing what happened to the 1995 Dustin Hoffman movie Outbreak, in which a monkey smuggled into the U.S. threatens to lead to a pandemic.
One of them has got it, then 10 of them have got it.
What is your reaction to all of these conspiracy theories that are out there about these monkeys?
It's just like this stuff is getting crazy and ridiculous.
So I think people were going in on her. I think that's why she took down. She had several posts like explaining everything, and she took it down. Let's see. We could take a look at. I don't want to show the other thing because I was actually going to do that for an update video, so I'm going to leave that alone. I know there was a big shooting tonight. Apparently 3 officers were shot. I think they're all like in stable condition. I don't know if they caught this guy. Let me try to see. Yeah, they're in stable condition. Boom, 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 boom. Better just to stay inside. The 3 Houston Police Department officers were shot following an incident involving a chase and carjacking Thursday afternoon. Houston Police Department Chief Troy Finner said officers responded to a residence in the 1500 block of Trail Street for a family disturbance call just before 2:45 p.m. Thursday afternoon. Oh, they found him. Okay. Doesn't pay to be a cop anymore, man. It's not that kind of job. People just coming for you, gunning for you. People hate you. When police arrived, the suspect took off and officers pursued suspect McGowan where the suspect crashed. That's when Finner said the suspect fired on. Oh, I guess we could just listen, right?
I'm Caitlin Monty, and we are following breaking news.
And by the way, there was another shooting recently in Texas as well, where this guy was killed by this I forgot this guy ran over to Mexico or something. I can't remember. This was another story too. He actually killed a guy. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's check out what they had to say here, and then we'll take a look at this.
News this evening after 3 Houston police officers were shot in broad daylight, now recovering after a suspect shot them in 3rd Ward after a brief chase that ended with a crash. Shots were fired.
And what is with these wards that Texas has? Is that like boroughs or something? Why do they call it wards? I've heard that 9th Ward. What's with the wards in Texas?
And then that suspect fled again, leading to a massive SWAT standoff currently underway in 5th Ward.
5th Ward.
That was the scene. Those were the dozens of shots fired. And right now we are preparing to hear from Houston Police Chief Troy Finner, who is stepping up. The mayor also now speaking, Mayor of Houston.
He'll be speaking in a few minutes. Appreciate Chief Pena from the fire department being here. Thank you, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson-Lee, for being here, Councilmember Carolyn Evans Shabazz, and all of these men and women in blue, police officers. Kind of give you a brief update, and then and then I'm gonna turn it over to Chief.
Rhonda said, "I'm in Texas, and I don't even know what that is. I don't know what the wards are. What are these sections? What is it? Like some sort of you guys are sectioned off into like and it doesn't sound like a good word to use. Ward. Yeah, I'm from the 5th Ward. It's like some sort of video game. Like you just warded off into these sections, and it's all like torn down and trashed and shit. And it's post apocalypse, and you guys are just sectioned off in wards." PB&J, thank you for the super chat for your kick Comcast to the curb celebrations. Thank you so much. Don't worry, we're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna have fun for sure when it comes soon. I actually got new pictures yesterday of the place.
Chief Fenner, let me just start off by saying
we're
certainly praying for our police officers who were shot today. I will tell you, one was shot in the foot, one was shot in the leg, and one was shot in the arm. All of their injuries are non-life-threatening. Had a chance to visit with each one of them, and even with some of the family members. All 3 officers are in good spirits. All were talkative, and we expressed, number one, our support of them, how appreciative we are of their service, and how grateful and thankful that their injuries were not a lot worse, because it could certainly have been a lot worse. So again, all of them are in good spirits, and their injuries are non-life-threatening. Had a chance to talk to all of them. This has been a tough week, starting on Saturday. It's been a tough week. It's been a tough week for law enforcement, and it's been a tough week for the city as a whole. Quite frankly, for the city as well as the county. What it indicates again is that being a police officer in this case, or in law enforcement, is an inherently dangerous job.
Yeah.
Every single day, when these police officers leave their homes, go on their particular shifts, not knowing what they will encounter in that day, being a police officer is an inherently dangerous job. And so I cannot tell you how proud I am of every single law enforcement officer that serves our city, that gives their all in the service of our city. And so I want to ask the people in this city to continue to lift them up, to continue to be very supportive of them, to let them know that we are very supportive of them and that we appreciate them doing everything they can to keep the rest of us safe.
They might.
These are inherently right now dangerous times, and that was demonstrated again today. We are living in inherently dangerous time, and it's going to.
I'm laughing because I'm reading some of your comments, which I think is pretty funny. Like some of the people from Texas. I forgot what was the last one that I read that I thought was funny. People in Alabama. Thank you, Mary, for the super chat. Appreciate it. I'm probably going to play this just for a little more, and then we're going to move on to something else. There was another shooting too, but this one actually the guy passed away. Some guy like ran off to Mexico or something, and they caught his ass. Oscar Rosales, 51, charged with capital murder, shooting Charles Galloway of Harris County Constable, Precinct 5. A lot of craziness going on. Somebody told me that yesterday too, when I did one of the stories. They were saying that that there's a lot going on in Texas.
Going to take all of us working together to create and have
the dog's
very safe
You guys want to see something?
There are a lot of guns.
I'm going to play something for you interesting. I was going to leave this for a video for tomorrow. I could still do it for a video for tomorrow. If you saw the video that I covered, the other Texas story, this guy, Ryan Mitchell Smith, right? This dude went on a crazy psychopath rampage, right? Let me see something real quick. If I could just, don't know what's the easier way to do it. I know how to do it. News clip.
In just 3 days' time.
Yeah, this guy here. Let me show you this. I still have the clip saved from yesterday. You guys might remember this guy, right?
In just 3 days' time, they believe he stabbed a canine officer, tried to rob 2 men, went to jail, bonded out, led police on a chase, and may have even killed his father.
Well, that guy, they say he did kill his father, which, I mean, it was kind of obvious. They said supposedly he killed him with a dumbbell. And there was a video released that I found that I was actually saving for you guys for a video, but we can watch it together now. Because this guy, he goes on this crazy rampage. He attacks these people, robs these people. That same day, they're chasing him, and then when they finally catch up to him, they send the canine after him. He stabs the canine in the chest with a butcher knife, right? And apparently, when I saw the conference and they were doing a Q&A, which is one of my favorite parts, they were asking, well, did the dog have a chest thing, like a vest or whatever? And they said, yeah, that supposedly the dog had a thing. The guy still stabbed the dog in the chest, but the dog's recovering and the dog's doing well. I covered that yesterday. But there's actual video of this dude doing the carjacking. And so this part I didn't include in the video because I thought at the time it might be too graphic, and for sure demonetize. This stream is okay if it happens, so we can watch it together. Check this out, because I kind of wanted it, because then after the guy did all that shit, right, he was arrested. His family bonds him out. I think it was on a Sunday. He goes back home to his father, and now his father's dead.
Scene was so chaotic. It happened here along Memorial Heights Drive on Saturday. So many people rushing in to help. Another neighbor shared a chilling video showing the attempted carjacking, and we want to warn you, it may be hard to watch. Take a look at the at the top left part of your screen. There, you see a man approach a vehicle and talk to the driver. Moments later, he pulls the driver out and starts attacking him. Several people came running to help as the attacker jumps into the man's car. He gets out moments later and attacks the driver again, falling to the ground. Another man comes running and
this other guy looked like he jump kicked him or something.
To the ground. Another man comes running and tackles the assailant. Houston police say this is where Ryan Smith started his days-long crime spree on Saturday along Memorial Heights Drive. After the attempted carjacking, he ran a few blocks away and stole a Charger from H-E-B. Police caught up with him. That's when he stabbed a police dog, they say. He was arrested and taken into custody. On Sunday, he bonded out and was taken to his father's home. The next day, family members called police and said his father's truck was missing. When they arrived, Smith was in the vehicle. He took off again, later crashing the truck at Houston Polo Grounds, police say. After a massive search, Smith was picked up late Tuesday by a state trooper when he was spotted along Highway 159. And when police returned to his father's home, they made a gruesome discovery in a detached garage on Carroll Crest and Pine Sap.
Our homicide detectives returned back to the location here to continue their search. They found our decedent in the garage, dead from what's apparently not natural causes, but he was hidden in a location that made it very difficult for anybody to find him.
Yeah, that story's kind of crazy because the family went there to search for him and they didn't see him. Then they called police. Police went in there. They searched for the father, didn't see him. Then while they're there on the property, this dude, this crazy motherfucker, pulls up in the truck like a block away and he starts watching. They're like, what the heck is this? So they send somebody to creep up on him and like, oh shit, it's him. So I don't know. I guess mental health problems. I don't know what the guy's deal is. But you know what that made me think of? And this is what I meant to add in the video the other day, when the pre-recorded video that I did on this. It's really unfortunate that the father was killed. I don't know. I wonder what happened, why this guy took the dumbbell to his father. Did they have a disagreement? What was going on? Was the father or whatever? This dude snapped. But then it made me think about too, like we have to be careful in our lives who we help out, even when it comes to family, friends, or whatever, because it can be to your own detriment. If you've ever been in a position where you're helping and helping and helping, and you're just, the person's not, you know, whatever, and you're putting yourself into a position, and then you end up like this. I don't know what the Father's deal is, but I just thought about that, like in my own life and just in different situations with people, when you want to try to help somebody, but this person, they're dragging your ass down, and then you're putting yourself into a situation where you're the one that's gonna suffer, you know? So that's what I thought about that. Probably get a call later. Are you talking about me? Yes. No, I'm just kidding. So okay, so these three guys are alive, which is, it's great, it's amazing. There's this other clip. Let's see, I don't know if we want to watch this or not. I mean, I didn't really feel like coming on about all this death stuff. There's this other officer that was killed. Oh my God. I don't know if I want to put up the ratchet stuff. What the hell is this? I think okay, well, this is kind of interesting. I remember seeing this a long time ago. They reposted it now on Reddit. It says, woman says she will kill child. Supposedly somebody intervened. There was like some woman with a child. I don't even remember the entire story. Yeah, I will get a call. And she intervened because she heard this woman screaming at the child from where she lives, which I thought was kind of cool that she intervened. This lady even had a TikTok. There was a bunch of drama behind it too, I think.
It's your neighbor.
Pull up. Kind of weird.
Sorry. I can hear.
I know.
No, let me finish. I have heard you tell that 2-year-old child that nobody wants you. I will kill you.
That's fine. Lady, I am about to have a nervous breakdown, and her mother doesn't
talk
care.
to a child that way.
I know I don't. I know I don't.
And
I'm having a nervous breakdown.
You don't talk to a child that I can hear you.
I know that.
Sleep.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm wrong, and I feel horrible. I am trying to get help.
You don't say you're going to kill a child nobody wants you. I can hear you. I'm
okay. I do feel bad.
If you raise your voice.
Bro, this whole situation was kind of nutty. I wonder, I'll see if while we listen, I'll see if I can find the original TikTok. I was actually going to do this for a story a long time ago, but I decided not to. I don't know that this person sorry about that. I don't know if this person is actually the original TikTok.
You're going to have some I'm not the 2-year-old child.
I'm trying to get his mother to help me.
If I ever hear you talk to a child like that, me and you are having problems. That's disgusting.
Found it.
Fine. I know it
I can hear you through my wall saying you're going to kill a child.
I'm not going to kill him.
You don't say that. You don't say that to a 2-year-old child.
What I've been through?
Then give him to someone else. You don't say that to a child.
Oh my God.
You don't talk to a child that way.
I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me that, though. I really.
Then you need to give him to someone else, and I can hear you hurting him. You don't do that to children. I'm in their sleep.
I know I don't.
My child can hear you. You don't act like that.
I know.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that whoever this lady is, the lady that's was having a breakdown or whatever, she should not be around kids. And super kudos to this lady. We're gonna take a look at her Tinder because she kind of broke down and explained things. I don't know if people were harassing her or something like that. I totally believe this is legit because the lady, like, she fessed up to it. It's not like she said, no, it's not true or whatever.
It is, and I'm glad you told me. I know it is. I thank you. I really do thank you for that.
Should not be around kids, Joe. At all. I got the TikTok here. Go to TikTok for the facts, for the news. me just get the super chats real quick. I appreciate you guys coming through tonight. Nothing planned, but I had a bunch of things kind of backed up anyway, like tabs ready to go. And I was just kind of procrastinating and figuring out what I wanted to do. Mary, thank you for the super chat. Dwight, oh yeah, where's Texas Ranger when you need him? Just one spin kick and the bad guy will be done. It's amazing stuff. Ralph Peterson, talking about me, you half stolen my childhood. Thanks for the super chat, Meg. So let me let's see if we can kind of find out where this started. Okay, let's get past the pizza then. Okay, this is the original.
I have heard you tell that 2-year-old child that nobody.
And then they grow up thinking you are raising them to be that video.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong, and I feel horrible. I am trying to get help.
You don't say you're going to kill a child. Nobody wants you. I can hear you.
Really rubbed me the wrong way. There are so many people out here that are trying to have children, myself included. So to hear a person say those kind of things to children because you are frustrated, because you feel like you don't have the money to take care of them, because you feel like the other parent is not doing what they need to do to step up, does not give you the right to tell children stuff like that. Understand, when you are raising children, you are raising them to become adults. So with that being said, everything that you say sticks in them. They're sponges. So the more negative things that you tell them, the more likely it is that they believe those negative things. And then they grow up thinking that they are those negative things.
So that she was okay here. So I'm gonna have to read this. This will have to be my last update on this incident for some time. Please know I'm trying my best to get these children help. Thankfully, I already have resources through my nonprofit and learning about new resources as the day goes by. I plan to print out the information and place it on her door so she can hopefully use them this time. In the meantime, to answer just a few more questions, she is the grandmother and the kids have been placed with her due to previous abuse. Oh God. Oh, it's in Texas too. As of today, 1/4/2022, 4 p.m., no one from CPS nor the police department has reached out. Far as her on drugs, I don't feel comfortable answering that. Please stop asking. Yes, I did hear her hurt the child on 1/1/2022. No, I did not see it. Also, I'd like to say I'm sorry for anyone this video triggered. I truly am a survivor of abuse myself, and I know seeing these things like this can take you back to dark times. I'm sorry. Please be kind in these comments. Remember, we're all wanting a good outcome for these children. That's what's important. I've seen some really nasty comments about myself, and that's okay. You may feel that way, but please respect everyone else on my account or you'll be blocked. That's a little bit of that. Let's see if she posted anything else. It's truly sad, people defending her behavior and questioning me as if I did something to harm the sweet baby. This is crazy. I'm having to prove I even called the cops. 1/1/2022, 911, 8 minutes. Ooh. Okay, this is not the same person, but it's the same age range for both parties, same county, and same placement situation. Think twice when telling someone to mind your own business. This could have easily been your neighbor, child's classmate, or family when you see it. The Denton police have arrested a 57-year-old woman and charged her with murder after an investigation into her 3-year-old grandson's death. On January 18, the Denton Police Department was notified of a severely injured child seeking treatment at a hospital in their city. The grandmother reported to the hospital hospital staff that the child had accidentally fallen down a flight of stairs, causing the severe injuries. Authorities and medical staff were unconvinced of her story and began an investigation into the matter. After a thorough investigation, including interviews, the child's doctors, the grandmother confessed to the crime. She admitted to forcefully throwing the child onto the bathroom floor and against a wall. Damn. The child suffered major trauma and was pronounced. I don't know. Cut off.
It's
No,
kill
I do.
you.
That's
You don't-
fine.
you
Lady,
don't
I am
talk-
about to have a nervous breakdown,
You
and her
don't talk-
mother
You
doesn't
don't talk
care.
to a child that way.
So I wanted to make a really quick video and just respond to some of the comments that I saw. I want to start off and say that I was only recording for proof. When you're reporting somebody and the children don't have bruises and they're saying that nothing happened, one's 2, one's 10, it's hearsay. So instantly, and I've already been told to record. I need to record whenever you hear something or see something. So that's why I was recording. It wasn't for TikTok. I didn't even post it until I got back home right after the cops left. I stood in front of her door for about 45 minutes. It took the police officer a very long time to get there. And I stood right in front of her door until they got there. Mind you, it was about 4 a.m. In the morning. So once they got there, they told me to go inside, but I could still hear because I left my garage open. And they did go inside. I'm sure they looked at the children, but they were not taken away. So with that, I was very, very, very hurt because I really thought that me having that recording and they took my phone and listened to it and heard everything that you guys heard, something was going to be done that night. So when I posted it, it was posted out of anger and I felt defeated. I felt like I let the children down. I was really upset. So I just want to say that I know the 10-year-old and I know the 2-year-old. My son plays with the 10-year-old. And I'm just going to say their ages to protect their identity because I think they deserve that. And the 2-year-old, he plays outside by himself. He's been outside several times by himself with no shoes. And when that happens, I definitely interact with him and try to do as much as I can. But I cannot just take someone's child because she could report me. I would love to honestly just take him in and bring him into my home. I have offered her help. I've given her a number where it's completely free counseling and resources for parents and abused women. I can't say if she did call or got those resources, but she only acts like that when you threaten to call the police. So now when she knows that I'm knocking or I talk to her, that is how she acts instantly. But for instance, when my neighbor approached her, she was like, well, call the police, just call the police, because I think she didn't really think the neighbor would. This was just not her having a bad day. This is consistently happening. So it wasn't me just ignoring what she was saying. She says this every time she gets in trouble. She's been reported for abusing her dog, which she does, I would say, every day because I hear it. And then, so I wanted to make a really quick video.
I guess that was it. No, one more.
It's your neighbor.
That was it. So I don't know. Never heard anything else from that. I ran into that story a long time ago and I was like, oh, this is kind of strange. But nothing really came of it. Sally, great live, Mel. Appreciate you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, man. Just kind of last minute, kind of. Apparently, unfortunately, the videos haven't updated yet. So, I mean, been approved yet. So I'm just going to leave it for tomorrow. I already got something for today. But I don't know if I can show you guys. Probably not. Can I show? No. Can't show the yellow marks, but it's waiting. There's 2 videos. So I'll probably tomorrow, because I have a whole routine that I'm doing now, I'll probably start working on a whole nother one. And then I'll have just a couple of videos ready to go. So that would be nice, I guess. But yeah, I think she did a great job. A lot of people might have just ignored it. That kind of situation. Streamlabs is crazy and unautomated. So don't, if it does something it's not supposed to, don't worry about it. It doesn't, the AI system is programmed not to over punish. So it just times out for like 1 second. But yeah, don't sweat it. It doesn't block anybody. Don't worry about the bot. It's an it's not an actual person. I think that's it, man. I think that's it. I believe her too. I believe Nikki. It's too bad that they're hunting her ass down. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised the internet. That's how the internet works, man. Oh, there was an interesting story too. There's a couple of things that I want to cover. There was an interesting story that somebody messaged me about on Facebook. I'm not gonna say the story's name. I also was looking at Lauren Smith Fields. A lot of people are covering that story. I thought about covering it. I actually mentioned that story a long time ago when it first came out on a live stream. But at that time, there were so little details. All we really knew at the time is that she met some guy off of Bumble. I like to say Bumblebee, but it's Bumble. And she's dead. And so now updates have come out. And, you know, they're saying that she overdosed. So, like fentanyl. But I guess the parents are, like, upset that the way the investigation was handled. And something about they were saying he was a nice guy. And he doesn't need to be taken in. My thoughts on that story. For anybody that's been watching it, it's kind of like I think we just have to kind of wait and see what more comes. Not that it's that you shouldn't cover it, but as far as like the assumption that this guy had something to do with it, that he purposely like drugged her or something, we don't know that. You know, I don't know. He was there with her. It's this guy that they met off a Bumble. They're hanging out. The thing that I read was like, I think she was like feeling sick and they might have been drinking. I think in her system there was fentanyl, alcohol, promethazine, and something else. You know, I don't know. They are doing like an internal investigation though, I think, right? Or something like that. Carol said, I believe there's a lawsuit in the process. Good. Good. So yeah, I think that's it, man. I guess we're gonna head out of here. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Appreciate you spending the night with me a little bit. I'm gonna try to get some rest, man. I'm trying to get to sleep early. I'm trying to get healthy, trying to work out, have my lemons, low carbs, be on the routine, pump the videos out, move. Everything, man. Got the LLC going. It's pending. Let me see if it started yet. Let's see. Waiting on a lot. I don't think it's approved yet. No, it's still not yet. So we're still waiting on that. It's coming though. Thank you guys, man. You guys have a good night. Appreciate it. Get some rest. Peace. Adios. Buenas noches. Last minute sticker. And it wants to do it. Say yes. Lemons. Lemons for life. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes people do mix shit, man. Or sometimes they don't even realize that they're, you know, I don't know if she took something. Sometimes people take something that they don't know what's in there. I don't know what it was concocted. And people mix shit all the time, though. But fentanyl is one of those things. It's already dangerous, but then, yeah, mix that with alcohol. Ooh. But yeah, I'm open to all possible avenues with that story for sure. And it should be thoroughly investigated. But yeah, good night, man. Peace. Take care. Adios. Peace.